Now to talk about this, we're joined by the leader of the Northern Areas, Edmund Stuurman. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, we heard Dr. Alan Boesak saying that without economic freedom and basic services, the Northern Areas Uprising would have been in vain. What is your reaction?
He is 100% correct in saying that. And if you may allow me to give some context to what happened on that day, which I think it's important that it must be highlighted, is the fact that a memorandum was handed over with some 11 items that was demanded by the community, which was fair at the time. And the history of the area, it was not the first time that this community had handed over a memorandum and nothing has been done. The first memorandum, for you and your viewers, it was handed over already in January 1829. And it's the same grievances and demands that the community, the descendants, that the ancestors of those that died in 1990 handed over already over more than 100 years ago. So, and nothing has been done. And we seek justice. And we are saying to our community the fact that what happened today was organized by the community, for the community. And we want to make sure that those that lost their lives in 1990, it was not in vain. And we will not stop until our voices are heard by this government.
We heard from some of the people attending that talk today, speaking about how, you know, there's still a number of service delivery issues in the community, a backlog of housing for the families affected by this uprising, and, you know, a lot still suffering from poor service delivery, unemployment, a lack of infrastructure. As you talk about how you will continue until your calls don't fall on deaf ears, you know, what does this now represent as you look at the years that have gone by and the current situation the community finds itself?
The community has realized that the current political system are not going to work for us as a community. It's important that the community come together by ourselves, organize ourselves, and make sure that we elect our own leaders that can take all the issues of the community forward, because the political system, the service delivery has failed the Northern Areas communities. And if you drive into the Northern Areas, it's a pigsty. This place is dirty because of service delivery being non-existent, and that political parties are fighting with each other. And we as the community are apolitical. We don't want to get involved there, but the time has come that we are going to organize ourselves as a community and make sure that we elect our own leaders.
How is that going to happen?
We are setting up structures within the community, bringing all relevant community leaders in, so that we have this conversation and open dialogue, so that tough decisions must be made, because we are looking at the future generations and ensuring that there is a foundation for them to work from, especially focusing on education, the fact that our communities invested with drugs, murder, and all these kind of things, and the fact that even our police services, there's not enough even vehicles. The closest police station to where I live, there's not enough vehicles to service a large community of Bettelsdorp. So that is some of the issues that is going to come up in the conversation, and hopefully people will come and draw nearer to each other as a community, because we've done this before and we can do it again.
At the same time, the families affected by the uprising are pleading for an inquest to happen so that there can be some closure. They're talking about healing. They're talking about compensation. Talk to us about that.
I mean, 35 years is a long time. It's a lifetime for some people. And one of our leaders, Godfrey Ackley, I mean, he's seen it all. He was in jail. He was jailed for what happened in 1990, and he was the one that was mandated to take the memo to the police. And what happened? We are trying to understand why will a peaceful protest, what that was signed off by the courts for that specific day, everything was put in place for a peaceful demonstration that turned violent, and even the police telling the community at the day they're giving them 5 minutes to disperse. And the heartbreaking story of what happened on that day is they only counted to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they just started shooting at our people. And you and I know what was the ramifications of what happened after that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Perhaps as we talk, before we wrap up, talking a little bit about some of the economic opportunities you're hoping to come out of this. I mean, you've spoken about the crime, you've spoken about the imbalance when it comes to the crime and the police and how there aren't enough vehicles. What would you like to see as you come together as a community, as you look at the socioeconomic effects as well as the lack of service delivery, on a way forward?
We would like to see the banning of all built-in systems that are undermining life opportunities for our communities, and the outcomes of racial category. We want that to be banned. We want equal opportunities. We don't care whether there is black people, colored people, white people staying in our community, because this community was the first fully integrated community dating back to 1803 when this community came together. So we don't care. We only want equal opportunity for everyone, and that the government of the day treats everybody fair. That's all we want.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Leader of the Northern Areas, Edmund Stuurman, there, giving us a sense of some of the calls and the cries from the community as they look to the 1990 uprisings.